In 3, 2. Notice they never say 1.
Yeah.
Because they don't want that part to be in.
Yeah.
It's like the boom mic. They don't want the boom mic.
Exactly.
We don't have a boom mic today. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Brad Rempel.
I'm Curtis.
And I am Brian Rempel.
And we are
High Valley.
Well, I'm not a part of that, but
You can be.
I can be.
Yeah.
Honorary. Good to see you, boys.
Good to see you.
Busy time for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an understatement.
New record, website. First of all, give us the website address.
HighValleyMusic.com.
Check out
the website.
All right, that's a good one to go to. I was checking it out as well, obviously, as Exploremusic. That's very important to go to. So you can go to
HighValleyMusic.com.
You guys were out there in the stores hanging out with some people while they were buying your records.
So we were hanging out in the stores, not forcing people to buy records.
Right.
We don't want people to get
No,
their
you
own
actually
idea.
bought one for somebody.
Yeah, we did, and
That's
we gave
pretty
it back to the cashier,
Yeah.
and then we ran into a guy who, honestly, I promise you, was there to buy our CD. We're not making it up.
Yeah.
He just happened to be there, and he was kind of freaked out that we were there. It was really cool. We signed his CD, and then before we left, 5 people had bought our CD in 10 minutes. So
That
we're,
included Brad.
Yeah, that included me.
That
So
included you.
for
All right,
yeah.
where are you guys
five. Lacrete, Alberta.
from? Lacrete,
It's,
Alberta. Population
2,800.
2,800?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What was growing up in Lacrete like?
A lot of farming.
Yeah.
Dad would haul logs in the wintertime, and there's a lot of truck drivers, a lot of farmers.
Play
Oil.
hockey.
A lot of hockey, a lot of spare time. Not
Right.
much extracurricular activities. No movie theater, no fast food restaurants. Nothing's open on Sunday, so a lot of time to play music.
We got our first fast food restaurant, though, a couple weeks ago.
With the drive-through.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
It's called Mr. Crispy.
Yeah.
It's not real like chain fast food,
No.
but it's fast.
It's fast food and there's a drive-through.
Yes.
So you don't have to get out in the winter.
That's right.
In the cold of winter.
Yeah.
Okay, so growing up, musical family, musical parents.
Yeah,
Yeah?
for sure. Mom and Dad were both. Dad played the bass a little bit, so that's where Brian picked it up, and Mom played a 12-string acoustic guitar.
Get
So I had to learn. The
out.
guitar was like 3 times as big as me, but eventually they bought me some other guitars.
What did
and it
they
was
used
all
to
good.
call Mom?
Crystal Gale
Right.
from Blumenort is what
Yeah,
they
that's
called
what
our
they
mom.
call her.
Was she good? Was she good at the axe?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She can play it, all those 6 chords, like the
That's
best of them. Yeah. Yeah.
So what kind of music were they playing growing up? Was it church music? Was it rock and roll? Was it a little bit of both?
Our parents loved Elvis, actually. That's true, because I remember they had saved the newspaper from the day he died. So
Okay.
they went to Nashville on their honeymoon. No word of a lie. And 31 years later, they drove us down there. So it was pretty awesome. But pretty much Ricky Skaggs, Buck Owens, the Everly Brothers. Those are 3 of the main records. We actually listened to records growing up.
Yep.
We had cassettes.
I still listen to
and-
records in my bedroom. Actually, the Beatles is on my
You have
record
vinyl?
player right now.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's coming back.
It's totally
Coming
rad.
back.
It never left. Yeah.
All right. Those are pretty great records to cut your teeth on.
For sure.
So is that? Do you think that plays a major influence in what you guys are doing right now?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still, 3-part harmony is what it was all about, and obviously the Everly Brothers was a duo, but as we progressed and started making our own musical choices, we listened to a lot of Diamond Rio and Alabama, Black Hawk, Shenandoah, all those kind of 90s country vocal groups. That's who we listened to all the time. And so when the 3 of us were in a band, it wasn't like we had to try and figure out what kind of music we were going to do. It was pretty natural that we do 3-part harmony.
3-part harmony is a really, really tough thing to get right. There's some math involved.
Yeah.
Almost, right? Looking at if you were to look at the sheet music, you got to get that right. But because of the music you were listening to growing up, was it easier for you guys to just hit those? You kind of knew where you had to be?
Basically,
Yeah.
we grew up singing in church, like whatever, Mennonites.
Everybody sings
Yeah,
harmony.
Yeah.
our whole town sings.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Every song in church, every hymn is like 4-part harmony with
Because
bass.
I got to tell you, growing up, I would say 13 years of Catholic school, going to church, most people had horrible voices. And it's very boring and you guys had harmonies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah, the music
If I'd known, man, I would have come over.
yeah, we get a lot of people from Toronto coming to check out.
Just because we've got 3-part harmony in the churches.
Is that why your parents had 3 children?
They had
they had
6.
six.
They have 6. There's 3 more of you.
3 girls that are older than us, and they can sing great. They taught us how to sing. And
Yeah.
I'm still a little nervous every time we sing in front of our sisters because they're really good.
You guys obviously a family, but did you know that you could stomach traveling together? I know you've been doing it for a long time. You
Yeah.
guys have been touring for how long? How long have you been playing together?
We started like 14 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So though people are just getting to know you now, this has been happening for a while.
Yeah, and we always say that it's successful if we can make it onto stage and nobody has any serious physical injuries or anything. You know, we do definitely fight, of course
Yeah.
we do, but we always figured out we were man enough to say sorry or yell and scream until we solve a problem or something, so that when we get on stage we can focus on doing the show and not on some junk that happened backstage. But honestly, it works pretty good.
I don't even think the fighting thing would be a major. But if you've been doing it for that long now,
Yeah.
after 14 years, it's not like somebody just put you guys together. Now you have to get up there and learn your parts. You guys have chops already, right? You got musical chops already. You've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, well, the guys have been doing it for 14 years. I jumped on the wagon probably 6 years ago now,
Yeah.
5 or 6 years.
He was only
so
6 when we started, so we had to.
I had to acquire some skills before they let me in the band.
He didn't have
Yeah.
any
It's
skills.
funny how that works.
And then he made it, and he was like,
Yeah.
okay, you can come on stage with
We
us
had an
now.
audition, and everybody cheered when our little brother came on stage.
Yeah.
So like, he's
We had an
stuck with us.
audition in the basement of our home.
That'd be pretty funny, actually. The big High Valley scandal. He's not actually even related to you.
Yeah,
Your real brother sucks. You just brought this guy in.
I'm just a rental brother.
Yeah, he's actually from Kentucky.
Rental
Yeah.
brother.
Tell me about where you guys think you are right now. I mean, the music industry is going through some flux right now. A lot of people, you have to tour
Yeah.
in order to make money because people aren't buying as much as they used to in record stores and stuff. You can't just sit back and count your bags of money at home from selling records. So you have to get out there and
That would be
spread
cool.
the word. It
Is
would
that
be
how
cool,
it used
right?
to be? They just
I think it did. I think
Yeah.
that's how it used to be.
Wow.
There's used to be a lot of different things going on in the music business. Payola and stuff. We'll talk about it later. But how do you think? You guys are used to touring all the time, so you're used to getting out there and working.
Yeah.
So that doesn't worry you at all. You want to get out there. In front
Yeah,
of
that part doesn't worry us. I mean, we love hitting the road. We actually get pretty bored if we only have 7 or 8 shows in a month. For us, a normal month is between kind of 12 or 15 shows a month. And last year during Calgary Stampede, I think we did 24 shows in July. So we're used to being busy, but we know that we need to connect with our fans on more levels than just live on stage. So we've made a seriously hardcore effort to be real intentional to meet with our fans on Facebook and YouTube, MySpace, iTunes, Twitter, our website, everywhere.
Yeah.
CMT.ca. We're
Yeah.
all over all that social networking stuff, and I think that's going to continue to be important. And the moment that they feel like our music is just the same as other music, our interaction is the same as everybody else, I think that would be the end of it. We got to keep it fresh and give them something they can't get from anybody else.
Well, I think you guys are pretty unique. Paul Brandt obviously thought the same thing. Tell us
Yeah.
about how you bumped into him or how he bumped into you.
It was the CCMAs in
Yeah.
Regina in 07, and he heard us do 3 songs at the Gospel Showcase, and 2 months later we were opening some shows for him and started writing. He started producing the record, and the big climax of that was when last year in Vancouver he let us perform on the awards show with him, and we thought, never in a million years would we get that shot, and we did. And then, of course, to come back this year and be able to play Stand By You, we were very, very, very thankful.
And obviously, you nominated this year for Rising Star, and
Yeah.
so that's good. So you're obviously on the right path. You're doing something right.
It feels good, yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody hadn't heard your record before, what would you tell them it sounded like?
We
What's the
would
High
say
Valley
kind
message?
of like a newer version of Alabama, kind of
Yeah.
that down to earth. Lyrically, it's very what's the word I'm looking for?
I'd say it's
Sure.
like if Alabama was 20 years younger.
They're really angry right now if they're watching. They're crusty old guys. That's kind of good, though. Okay, so you guys are coming from a perspective of what? Is it the storytelling? Is that what you guys are doing? The true
Yeah.
country tradition of storytelling with the 3-part harmonies?
Yeah, just the storytelling, the harmonies, and nowadays everybody I think when most people think of country vocal groups, they think of more of a pop kind of smooth kind of sound, and we're really trying to be, if Dierks Bentley was a trio or if Alan Jackson was a trio, what would those guys sing? That's kind of more the angle we're coming at it from.
Are you growing up? You've had some. Somebody was telling me you've had some different jobs. Tell me a little bit about what you were like. What jobs you had growing up.
I sold Dodge trucks for 6 years.
Okay. Your cars used or new?
Both.
Both.
But I did not have a plaid jacket and a cigar.
Used car salesman.
Yes.
That's it. Snake. What was it? Was it frustrating? Did you make some money? Or did you do
Yeah,
okay?
it was really good. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
And
Were you
I
selling
could-
trucks to farmers?
farmers and oil patch dudes and
Preaching to the converted, really.
yeah, and selling minivans to large Mennonite families. It was awesome. Yeah.
Did you sell any 15-passenger vans?
Yes, I did. Actually, the first vehicle I ever sold was a 15-passenger van, a used one. And while I backed it out of the lot, I just barely scraped the side of a $50,000 vehicle.
Okay.
And the commission I made was exactly the same as it cost me to repair the other one.
It's a wash.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a wash.
Good story.
How about you guys? Did you guys have a chance? Or I know you were born in the 80s.
Thank you.
I know.
I was born in 1990, and I did the last 2 years of high school on the road while we were touring. So I've actually never had a job. I mean, a different
He's
job.
never needed to use his social insurance number.
Is that right?
No,
I don't think.
no, to apply for MasterCard.
That's right.
All right,
You have to
for
eventually pay, because you pay taxes, right?
Yeah. Other than that,
Every
Mennonites pay
4
taxes, right?
yes.
That used to be the name of our band, Mennonites Pay Taxes.
I know, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a good one. All right, tell us a little bit about what's coming up for you guys in the near future. I know there's a video that is like supposed to be being dropped off any moment.
It's like
Yeah,
right here.
We're hoping somebody comes down that.
Yeah.
Anyway, the video should be coming up soon. That shooting combine video was awesome.
Yeah.
Carolyn Dawn Johnson tour is coming up.
You're going on tour with Carolyn. All right, great.
Yes.
People are excited to see her again because she took some time off to have babies. Yep.
We're going to help her introduce herself again to the rest of the world,
Right.
which should be pretty fun.
You might have to take care of the kids backstage
Yeah.
while she's playing.
That's
She
okay.
I went for breakfast with her the other day in Nashville, and she honestly asked. She acted like she was sarcastic, but she asked if I would help babysit her kids, and then I was like, haha, this is a joke, but it kind of felt a little serious. Yeah. So I'm a little nervous, I won't lie. So,
Are you a family man?
yeah,
There
I've
you
got
go.
my son will be 2 in December.
Well, so you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you boys are still working on it. Yo, no, you! Oh my, that's right, you. And any second here.
Any second. We're just waiting for that phone to vibrate.
You really shouldn't be here doing an interview with me in our building in Toronto while your wife is due in 5 days.
In
Don't worry,
Calgary.
she's only a
Calgary.
4-hour flight away.
Only a 4-hour flight away.
And I think the next flight leaves at like 8:30.
We got to get you guys out of
Who's
here.
keeping track?
High Valley, available in all reputable record stores and, of course, online and highvalleymusic.com.
You got it.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.